And I also wanted to both of you, I appreciate your continued commitment in the area of sexual assault. I know we have put a lot on the military. I think we have counted up, literally, there are hundreds of changes we have made over the last few years to the Uniform Code of Military Justice. I did want to hone in on one area because as we looked at all of the reports in the last year, lots of good news, incidents down, reporting up, but that retaliation thing is an issue. And you issued a report in April which highlighted standardizing the definition of retaliation, which is tough because, you know, sometimes it's in the eye of the person who's being retaliated upon. And getting a standard definition, I think, is really important. We put in this year's NDAA a provision to make retaliation its own offense. I wanted to find out what kind of progress are you making on trying to come up with a standardized definition of retaliation in this context?
Thanks very much, Senator. Let me just begin by thanking you and all the members of this committee for bearing down on this problem. You know, I'm really proud of the way our forces conduct themselves, but there are people who don't conduct themselves up to that standard, and we can't have it. It's objectionable anywhere in society, but in the profession of arms, it's particularly objectionable. And so I very much appreciate your efforts. You're right. Retaliation is something that we have begun to realize is a dimension of this problem that was underattended. We had done good work, I think, at the law enforcement part, attending to victims, and at prevention. Retaliation, the reason why definitionally it's complicated, but we'll get there, is that there are a number of different ways that retaliation takes place, some of them quite subtle but serious.
I'd just like to point out that if it were not for the work of the women on this committee, in a bipartisan basis, we would not have achieved the results that we have. And I am deeply appreciative for the bipartisan effort that's gone on and continues to go on in this committee to address an issue that you know is still with us, maybe to a lesser degree, but is still with us.